Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we are here taking on the Reds in Game 2 of this series. I'll tell you, it's been a whirlwind for me after recording yesterday's game and going through two different soccer games, then had to deal with a kidney stone all evening, spent most of the night in the emergency room dealing with that. Finally got back around a little after midnight and got to sleep closer to 2. Then woke up to do another soccer game and do tennis for the girls. And now we're fitting this in too. So this, it has been a whirlwind. I am exhausted. Thought about doing the in-game announcer, but you got me. So we'll see how this goes. We've got Polly on the mound today. And let's get this puppy underway. Here is Shao to lead things off as he has been doing all year. First pitch a bit inside. There's a fastball for a strike on the outer half. Bounces in a pitch, makes it 2-1. Ground ball right to Kester, 1 down. That will bring Norris Hopper to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. That one misses inside, maybe low as well. There's a called strike, another fastball. I'm not sure Polly's actually thrown a knuckleball yet. It's got a 2-2 count on Hopper. Wonder if Polly's got a finger bothering him or something that I am not aware of. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 2 away. Here's Derek Lee. There's a called strike. Another called strike. Well, finally throws a knuckleball, but does not throw it for a strike, nor does Lee go chase it. Hits this one into right field, but it's going to be foul. Bounces off the wall down there, right by the cutout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 start to the game for the Reds. Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. No changes for the Reds out in the field. Bronson Arroyo on the mound. First pitch, curveball for a strike. Into left field, that's going to stay fair near the line and roll towards the corner. Kester will turn that into an easy double. He has also been hot as of late. It gives the Squirrels a runner in scoring position right off the bat. Here is Marvin. He's going to bat left-handed. First pitch is outside. Second pitch is called a strike up in the zone. There's another called strike to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Kester still on second. Chief at the plate. Fouls the first pitch back. Swing and a miss, but it gets away. Not far, but far enough for Kester to get to third. Chief strikes out swinging, so Kester on third, but there are now 2 outs for Terry, who's been on just an absolute tear as of late. Since, as of late means since the season started. 1-1 count. He will put this into center field, and it will get down for a base hit, which scores the first run of the game. Squirrels up 1-0 with Frank at the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch is a curveball for a strike. Another curveball gets ground to first. Lee will take it himself, and that'll end the inning. Squirrels up 1-0 early, though, and the Reds will start off with Adam Dunn in the second.
Number 44, Adam Dunn, left field.
First pitch to Dunn gets swung on and missed. Hits this one into right, and that will be right on the line. Also rolls near the corner. Throw goes to second. Dunn is in there safely. So now the Reds answer with their own leadoff double. So here's Edwin Encarnacion. He will take a ball. This one's too low. It's a 2-0 count. Ground ball off the knuckleball. Goes to second. Works like a bunt. So it does move Dunn over to third. 1 out. And Brandon Phillips at the plate. First pitch off the plate. This one pretty much down the middle, but Phillips misses it. And then a fastball too low. 2-1. Make it 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a very big strikeout for Pauly. Eric Ibar then, last chance for the Reds to get this run in. He's quickly down 0-2. Swing and a miss. Pauly wiggles out of a lot of trouble. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead as we go into the bottom of the second, where Tom will lead things off.
Number 10, Tom, catcher.
Arroyo starts Tom off with a fastball that misses outside. Ground ball, foul. Swing and a miss on another fastball. Called strike 3 on a cutter up in the zone. 1 away. Here is Zach. He will look at a strike. Or no, sorry, they did call that a ball. Fouls this one back. That will be a strike. 1-1. Outside, it's 2-1. There's a swing and a miss. That'll make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here is Joey. He's trying to get back to hitting 200. Currently sitting at 192. He's going to start off with a 1-1 count. Behind on that cutter, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll move into the third inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0. The Reds will start off with David Ross at the plate.
Number 26, David Ross, catcher.
First pitch in there for a strike. And that pitch up and in. Fastball inside as well. Pauly just not throwing many knuckleballs today, but it's worked out so far. Ground ball that Joey's able to get over to first for the first out of the inning. Here's Bronson Arroyo. Looks like he's off to a good start at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. That pitch down and away, and this one's down by his feet. It's a 3-1 count. Grooves in a fastball, and he does get the call. Full count, bases empty with 1 out. Called strike 3 on the knuckleball. 2 away. We are back to the top of their order. Paulie with 5 strikeouts the first time through the Reds' order. And starts Shao off with a strike. He did not strike out in his first at-bat. He ground out and puts this one into left for a base hit. Frank gets it in. Oh, this is going to be close at second, but he is in there safely with a double. I kept waiting for Shao to turn back because I thought he was going to be dead meat, but he kept going and proved me wrong. He was a good runner, but I really didn't think he would make it. But as it is, it's a 2-out double. Norris Hopper at the plate takes a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. This one down and away. Hopper does not chase it. Ground ball to... I thought it bounced. Apparently did not. Just a blooper towards third, and that will end the inning. Paulie's let some guys on, but nobody has scored for Cincinnati. Squirrels leading 1-0, and Paulie will be the one leading it off. First pitch, called a strike. Little pop-up right in front of the plate. Ross makes the catch. One down. Kester got a double and scored in his first at-bat. Arroyo also 5 strikeouts of the Squirrels in the first trip through their order. Kester with a 1-1 count. That went up by his head, but does not flinch. This cutter called a strike. 2-2. Up and in again. Kester again lets it go by. We've got a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Here is Marvin. He was a strikeout victim the first time through. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Both curveballs so far. Arroyo puts up another curveball and gets a pop fly right back to the rubber. And that will end the inning. Arroyo makes the catch. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead as we move into the 4th inning, where Derek Lee will lead it off. Lee struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Called strike 3. One down. Here's Adam Dunn. He had a leadoff double in the second, but was not able to come around to score. Obviously, the Reds still haven't scored any runs. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat, and he will go down swinging. 2 away. Here's Edwin Encarnacion. He had a ground ball to second that moved Dunn to third, but again, that's as far as he would get. Encarnacion with a 1-1 count. A pitch inside. That one outside. Probably low as well. 3-1. Line drive into left, but it hooks just foul. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Knuckleball gets in there for strike 3. Encarnacion can only look at it. So then we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, where Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels. Still leading 1-0. Chief was a strikeout victim his first time up. Watches that pitch bounce in. That changeup in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. They'll make it 1-2. Into center field, and that will get down just out of the reach of Brandon Phillips. The leadoff single brings Terry to the plate. He has the lone RBI in the game with a single back in the first inning. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. That changeup stays high. Swing and a miss on that fastball. Hits a ground ball right to Phillips. He will go to second with it, but he had to wait on Ibar to get to the base. So there is no throw back to first. So that will leave a runner still on first with one out. Frank quickly down 0-2, though that second pitch gets away, so that's going to move Terry into second base. That one rolled all the way to the backstop. Ground ball, that really probably should have been Derek Lee. Got some miscommunication all around here. Oh my goodness. So, Terry was able to score when that dribbled out into right field, but Frank, for some reason, thought he could make his way to second and ends up getting thrown out by a decent margin. But it is an RBI single, so the Squirrels up 2-0. 2 outs now. Tom has a 2-1 count to start this at-bat. Up the middle, that'll get through for a base hit. Would have been quite the play for Arroyo. Zach struck out in his first at-bat. Tom takes off, and he is going to be thrown out. So we go into the 5th inning. Now 2-0 Squirrels. Brandon Phillips is going to lead things off for Cincinnati.
Number 4.
He struck out in his first at-bat. Got made to look bad at the end of that inning. That ground ball really should have been Derek Lee's, but he just ran to cover first instead of fielding the ball, which left Phillips just holding the bag. At the plate, he pops back out to Pauly, so that's 1 out. And here is Ibar. Struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch, too low. Ground ball to third. Chief will go to first with it. 2 away. Here is David Ross. Ground out in his first at-bat. He watches that knuckleball bounce in. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-1. Another swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the top of the 5th inning. Squirrels still leading 2-0. And they will start off with Zach at the plate, as he was the one standing there when Tom got caught stealing to end the last inning. Fresh count for Zach. First pitch called a strike on the inside corner. That pitch not real close. Line drive into right, but it's going to hook foul. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, here's Joey. He was also a strikeout victim the first time up. First pitch up and away. There's a called ball. And then a called strike. 2-1. Pops this one foul. Ross should have it, and he does. 2 away. Here is Pauly. Popped out in his first at-bat. Looks at a ball. Looks at a strike. Hits this one to second, and that will end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. The Reds will lead off with Arroyo at the plate. And Squirrels still lead 2-0. Arroyo struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. That pitch outside. Another called strike. Bounces this one to Terry, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Shao. Got a double in his last at-bat, and actually got all the way to third, or at least I think he did. Thought he advanced on a wild pitch. In any case, Shao down 0-2 in this at-bat. Oh, that was a close pitch, but Shao gets the benefit of the doubt. There's a called strike 3, 2 away. Norris Hopper 0 for 2. Pauly now up to 10 strikeouts as he hopes to finish off his outing after this batter. Hopper with an 0-2 count. And this one misses inside. Misses down and away. 2-2. Inside, we've got a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Little ground ball. Looks like Pauly will be the one to field it, and he will not get it to first in time. That will be an infield hit. So runner on. Derek Lee would be the tying run. There are 2 outs, and he looks at strike 1 and hits this one off his foot for strike 2. Pitch down by his feet. 1-2. Down and away. Swing and a miss. Pauly gets his 11th strikeout, and that will end his day. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kester's due to lead it off for the Squirrels. They lead 2-0. First pitch to Kester, swung on and missed. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So here is Marvin. I think he's 0 for 2, and this is a pop-up right to Ross. I think all he had to do was stand up and wait. 2 away. Here is Chief. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. That cutter just off the plate. Yeah, fastball called a strike. Fouled back. That'll make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go into the 7th inning. Squirrels still leading 2-0. The Reds will start off with Adam Dunn at the plate, though he will not do so against Pauly.
Number 44, Adam Dunn.
We will go get Nakai into Chief's spot, which will bring Sweeney into the game.
Your attention, please. Now comes our pitch for Indianapolis. Number 18, Nakai.
All right, Adam Dunn 1 for 2. Started off with a double, and then I think he struck out last at bat. Looks at a strike here. Hits this a ground ball to first. Terry will take it himself. 1 away. Here's Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion.
He is 0 for 2 and takes strike 1. Fouls this one away. He's now got an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here's Brandon Phillips. He is also 0 for 2. First pitch, called a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swings and misses at the changeup to end the top of the 7th inning. We go to the stretch. The Squirrels leading 2-0. Terry will lead off on the other side.
Now, please rise and join the singer.
Alright, very carefully move the microphone back. Terry at the plate. Arroyo looks like he is reaching the end of his day. He's got Terry with a 1-1 count. Terry hits this one into deep right. Not going to get out of the park, but it will one-hop the wall. Hopper gets it back in, but not before Terry has a leadoff double. Here is Frank. I want to say he is hitless today, though I'm not 100% sure of that. He looks at strike one here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. Here is Tom. Did get a base hit, but then was thrown out stealing. I do think he had the second RBI of the day, though. Again, not 100% sure of that, but that's what I seem to remember. This one's hit a long way, but to the wrong part of the field. It's going to land right at the base of that 427 wall. Will score another run, and that will end Arroyo's day. Todd Coffey is going to take over on the mound. I knew I was going to mess up his name again, so I waited till the game told me. Zach at the plate is struck out in both at-bats. The lead currently sitting at 3-0. Zach with a 1-1 count. One out, runner on second. And that's going to be a base hit into the outfield, and that will... Oh, it actually gets by Shao. Oh, boy, I'm going to see if there's an error assessed on that play at all. But definitely an RBI hit, makes it 4-0 with one out, and Joey at the plate. Still a runner in scoring position. And Joey with a 2-0 count. There's a grooved in fastball. Joey let it go. Lets this one go as well for strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate, his first at-bat of the day. Came in as part of the double switch in the top of half of the inning. Looks at ball one. Hits this one right to second. Phillips over to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the eighth, now a 4-0 game, so Eric Ibar is going to lead off for the Reds. It's no longer a save situation, so Nakai gets a second inning. Ibar 0 for 2 today, and he will look at a curveball for strike one. Another one for strike two. Fastball too high. Another fastball gets a swing and a miss. Strike three. One down. Here's David Ross. He is 0 for 2 today. That pitch is inside. Swing and a miss.
Is it gonna be summer?
Ground ball to third. Sweeney sails the throw. Goes all the way to the wall, and that is going to put a runner on second. Coffey's going to get to bat for himself. But yeah, definitely an E5 there for Nakai. So this would potentially be an unearned run. Coffey with a 2-1 count. Nakai seemingly pitching him very carefully. Gets a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Fastball blown by him for strike three. Back to the top of the order. Excuse me. To the top of the order. Shao looks at a strike on a changeup. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. And that one a bit outside. There's a called strike three, and Nakai out of the little bit of trouble that he really didn't put himself in. So Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. It's now a 4-0 lead. The Reds, I presume, will keep Coffey out there as they let him bat. Kester 1 for 3, a double and a couple strikeouts. So he looks at a ball. Looks at another ball, both low. Yeah, that one low, maybe outside as well. 3-0. There's the easy strike. Kester does not swing. He does swing here, and he comes up with a base hit into center field. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He is 0 for 3. Struck out in a couple flyouts, one of them being a foul flyout. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one, a ground ball to short. Ibar to second. Phillips on to first. Not in time. So one away. A runner on first, and we will get a pinch hitter here. That pinch hitter will be Quinton, I guess. 1 on, 1 out. Coffee to the plate. Throws in a changeup for a strike. Ground ball to short again, and this time Phillips to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. Well, we go to the 9th inning. It's a 4-run ball game. Norris Hopper's going to start off for Cincinnati. We will put... Oh, Zap is just out of gas. We'll try him anyway. Should I? No, but we're going to. We're going to let Zach go play center field. Keep Quentin in the corner.
Your attention, please. Now coming up, Indianapolis, number 23. Zap.
Yeah, and we'll just see if he's got enough gas to get through this inning. All right, Hopper 1 for 3. Did get a base hit in his last at bat. Looks at a ball down and away. This one too far inside. Misses again. It's 3-0. There's a called strike. He's really hoping for some quicker outs out of Zap, but he's got Hopper at a full count. Ground ball that will be fielded by Zap, and he throws to first for the first out of the inning. Here is Derek Lee. He has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far. Hits this one into left. Frank should have it, and he does. 2 down, and here is Adam Dunn. Got a double in his first at-bat. 0 for 2 since. Looks at strike 1. I think that's supposed to be a changeup. Stays high. Tries it again. It's still high. 2-1. Throws it yet again and gets a swing and a miss. 2-2, 2 outs. Fouled away. Nobody on base. And that will not be a base hit. Terry jumps up and makes the grab to end this ball game. Your final score, Cincinnati Reds 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 4. We will take a look at the highlights here. And that would have been a home run anywhere else. All right, Terry is going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got one more with the Reds tomorrow. We will see you then.